It's Idra in the thinking man pose right now, up against Oz in the coughing man pose right now.
There's a ton of Zerglings out right now. A ton of Zerglings that Idra does not want to make. And in fact, Idra is woefully unprepared right now. And I think he's actually going to cannon push this.
Oh, I think you're right. He can even block this off. This is smart.
Idra is making 14 Zerglings right now. But will those Zerglings be out in time?
And that's the question. And look, he can make the cannon here, even potentially block this area off. We'll see.
The Zealots are coming up now.
Man,
all
I think
three Zealots
going to be in
converging.
trouble.
He might be, but the Zerglings are out, and they are on their way. A Queen slowly coming down as well. Will he get these cannons to finish? Look at this. Nice placement on those Zealots. Just trying to buy time for his cannons to go up. But will those cannons even survive against these Zerglings?
He's got it blocked. He's got it blocked.
Oh, my.
So perfectly. This is such a good strategy.
So clever by Oz.
Oh my God, but you know what? Idra's actually going to hold this just barely, somehow, some way. Yeah. I was actually positive that that was going to be the end.
And will Oz cancel that? Oh, he actually doesn't even cancel that last cannon, deciding to let it just kill a couple Zerglings. But, you know, Idra getting those Zerglings out just in the nick of time. Now, the Spire of Idra is on the way, and I really, really like that.
Oh, very nice by Oz. I'm surprised Idra even attacked into that.
Yeah, that is actually something very sad for Idra, losing a lot of Roaches here. But it's not as big a deal as it may look. More Immortals on the way for Oz, but it's Mutalist switching time for Idra. Having your opponent be 3 upgrades ahead is not something that you really want to see. And look at this, the Mute is going in, targeting down the sentries.
I don't think this is enough. Well, it's hard to say.
Well, Idra looks like he had a plan. Let the Zerglings take the damage and target down sentries. He's probably going to run away now, and that is exactly the right choice. He is going to get out of there. Surprisingly enough, Oz did not blink after those mutas to pick off a few more. Having your opponent be 3 upgrades ahead is not something that you really want to see. And look at this, the Mute is going in, targeting down the sentries.
I don't think this is enough. Well, it's hard to say.
Well, Idra looks like he had a plan. Let the Zerglings take the damage and target down sentries. He's probably going to run away now, and that is exactly the right choice. He is going to get out of there. Surprisingly enough, Oz did not blink after those mutas to pick off a few more. But that was a really good move, man. With no sentries left, Oz is going to have a hard time against Zerglings.
Nice, coming in here and going for that Nexus, and it does not get canceled.
Oh, tasteless. I have a crazy stat for you right now. Idra already has 96 drones.
Oh my God.
His economy is out of control right now. He just needs to live through this attack that Oz is putting on.
Okay, Oz needs to do some damage. He wants these Mutalists to turn around. Are they going to do it? I'm not entirely sure. Nice blink micro by Oz. May actually result in a win here against these Mutas.
And here we go. A lot of Zerglings and no force fields in there. Even though he has Blink and superior upgrades, they're going to do a great job, these Zerglings are. It looks like every single Immortal will, in fact, go down into Zealots being warped in. A perfect choice by Oz, using that Warp Prism just so well in the heat of battle. But Idra has too many mutas. I cannot believe my eyes. Idra dismantling Oz this game so far.
Uh-oh, counterattack now. Not even a counterattack, actually, just an attack into the main. Doing a ton of damage, really go for the Nexus, no. Just hitting as many of these Stalkers as he can. Morlings now coming up into the main, avoiding the Stalkers at all costs. Now he hits the pylon, the powers of Temple Archives, and the Twilight Council, almost called it Citadel. Now probes, no, not probes, cannons in the main taking hits.
Uh-oh, and the Muta's going back into the natural and getting just ripped apart here. Idra continuing at home just to make Mutas and Lings. He is going up to a Hive. Oh, Idra has thrown up some Spine Crawlers, which will help. And in fact, he is making 7 Infestors.
Here we go.
Oh my, those Zealots going to tank the damage beautifully from these Spine Crawlers. And Archon even mixed in at this point. And against this mostly Zergling army, a +3 Archon is just going to do wonders.
All right, Idra gearing up. Oh man, this may cost Idra the game. He moves in right now. The Archon's in the back. Bungle on the Stalkers.
And it looks like, well, this Archon killing a lot of Lings. Those Stalkers expertly blinking back. More and more Archons rolling in here. And Idra just rallying up a line of units.
I think that's actually GG.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
he's going to be able to get this and then just easily come up here and take out this or this.
You know, Idra, though he's trying to hold a line. He has some spine crawlers out at his 5th base, but his 4th base for sure is going down. Idra's supply with it. He is now behind in supply against Oz for the first time.
Let's see if Idra can come back.
You know, that's...
it looks like he could. He should be able to get this one, though, and he does.
Good scouting by Idra so far. There is another pylon behind his 3rd base. And if that one warps in, it's pretty dangerous. But the Zergling's coming up, finding it right away.
And the Zealot is going to try to take it. Actually, I believe, yeah, he could just barely. Yeah, it finishes. It finishes.
Wow. He does have a spine.
Oh my God, he's going to cannon rush again.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
I can't believe he's doing that.
I think he can make
variation.
a gateway here and actually block it off.
Oh my God, he's making sentries so that he can stop the cannon from even being attacked. What a cute move by Oz. A completely different style of the same style, if that makes any sense.
It sort of does.
Kinda. Oh, a missed force field there.
He missed force field. The Queen's actually protected
and
now.
In fact, Idra's doing a great job so far. Really doing a lot of damage to these units. In fact, the force field's not being affected so far
I don't think it's going to work at all.
Idra blocking this little mid-game timing from Oz beautifully. And in fact, we'll just kill everything off. And now the supply, Tasteless, 94 to 55. If I'm Idra, I'm thinking about last game. I'm throwing down 2 evolution chambers right now. By the way, Tasteless, right now, well, hold on. Idra going to do a little counterattack. We'll talk about what I was going to talk about after we see what happens here.
Actually,
and,
I think Oz just died.
Yeah, I think he did.
I think it just. That's
I mean, right now Oz is trying to go for a Dark Shrine, and that just takes forever and a day to build. So, I mean, the odds of that helping him out, very, very slim. Not many force fields left over here. Only a couple Stalkers out as well. These Roaches going to town.
Yeah, I think that's just GG.
Yep. And, yeah, it looks like it absolutely
Oz needs to respect the fact that Idra is, in fact, not going to lose some silly stuff like that.
Yeah.
That cannon rush was nowhere near as clean or safe.
Wow.
And that's it, GG. Damn.
I tell you, Idra should have had game 1, and he just took game 2 in brilliant fashion.
Looks like we're ready for game number 3. So we're going to see who's going to move on.
And there is a Warp Prism coming. So with that Warp Prism, likely we will see some sentries thrown into it.
Oh, no, guys, this strategy is so cool.
It is really cool.
It's so cool.
Tasteless isn't lying to you right now.
I don't lie, guys. Makes one more sentry. He's going to pick it up. He could actually drop here and force field the ramp.
Oh, that's true, too. Yeah.
Well, that's what I do when I do this build. But you can also just drop here and try to force field trap drones in here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should do this.
There's a lot of Zerglings there and the spine. And the Queen is going to come over as well. Yeah, this is not a useful or worthwhile thing so far. In fact, the Queen might just go ahead and kill off that Warp Prism if he's not careful. In fact, the Queen has a lot of health left.
But once again, this is a game where he actually set the Queen. We got put in a position where, oh my God, nice! He actually got it. Oh my God, it's starting to work.
Wow.
He's getting the Roach Roar too.
That was actually so well done. Move that Warp Prism back so the Queen couldn't kill it. Trap the Queen. But now some Roaches are out. The Roach Horn did go down though.
Yeah, I mean that's all the Roaches he's going to have for the time being.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of Zealots over here. Now he looks like he may be flying over here to force field this ramp. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I don't know what the story with that was, but he picks back up. And
yeah, he's going to want to just get out of there as quickly as possible. That Warp Prism is low on health. He does not want the Queen to be able to take it down. His Zealots are being cleaned up by the Roaches, and another Roach Horn as well as a Spire on the way for Idra right now.
Wow, Idra handled that pretty damn well.
Yeah, he really did. Idra is on top of his game. In fact, the supply now, he is up by 25%. Look at that.
Now, do you think Idra will actually go for any kind of timing attack here, or is he just going to wait? Oh,
I think he's going to go kill him.
It's actually going to happen right now. Oh,
a beautiful flank with all those Zerglings.
Wow.
Oh, that is just so well done. And as those force fields run out, Tasteless, Oz's army has already taken a lot of damage. Those Immortals have lost all their shields. There's a lot of Hydras here as well. How many force fields does he actually have? Not so many. He has maybe 6 or 7, so another flank is going to do a great job.
Oh my God, it looks like Oz wasn't quite paying attention. We don't have any force fields coming out here now.
There we go, some of them going off now, keeping those Hydras at bay, using his Immortals on the Roaches. Beautiful targeting by Oz. Exactly what he needed, and a Psi Storm, a crucial Psi Storm. No more Psi Storms left with this army.
The Hydras are in the front, the Roaches are supposed to be in the front to tank the damage. but it looks like this is just barely it up. I mean, if he gets that pylon, nope.
Can he possibly
now,
do this? This
remember,
army doesn't look like it's prepared for what Idra has. In fact, blinking up to that high ground would be a very smart move right now to flank.
Good call, good call.
But it looks like Idra gonna move forward here. Good blinks by Oz so far.
Now remember, the Hydras can't retreat; they're too slow. So if this doesn't work, Idra could be in a very bad position. Note the supplies are evening out to 102, 107 to 105, and Idra's overextension, his decision to attack there may actually cost him that game. And GG.
GG. Idra giving it up when he realizes that he has actually just lost all of his army.